The danger is the influence you have on young men to have this
It's
kind of
not
mindset
a danger.
And that's really where I'm trying to get to what you really believe and how much you've just...
What you really need to consider is why young men are willing to accept the words of a random former kickboxing retard. Let me embiggen myself. This is the fucking point here. What we really need to figure out is why young men, young boys, whatever they are so apt to immediately latch onto this. What is going on in the world that the Andrew Tate ultra misogynistic worldview or whatever is so fucking appealing to them? What is it? Because that's the problem. That's the actual issue. It's that the margins are so pushed to the extremes right now, and we're trying to force everyone to this extreme over here, and then wondering why this extreme on the other side looks palatable to people. If you try and massively control thought and experience, if you try massively to control everybody and funnel them into one particular ideology or one particular perspective about something, and remembering that that perspective is that you as a boy or a male are inherently dangerous, inherently less valuable, and inherently disgusting and unworthy. That is the Western societal approach to young men. And we wonder why in God's name they would listen to someone who says, yeah, actually, you're not a piece of garbage just by having a dick. We're fucking curious about this? Still a question? Why? Why is this hard for people to understand? Why is it hard for, especially when we're talking about 14, 15-year-old boys, kids who are struggling with identity, who are told that by the nature of their gender that they are less valuable, which is kind of funny. Like it's ironic, I think, coming from the feminist side of the aisle here, that these boys are told that by nature of being male, that they are less valuable than someone else, that they don't, especially if you're white, I guess, that you don't deserve a job before a person of color, and preferably a BIPOC woman or whatever, right? Like that's who deserves your job. And you just have to wait because the other white males who came before you, they had it good. So you can't. I'm sorry that you don't get to have it good because somebody else did. You try and figure out the fucking mystery of why at that point these kids would latch on to a message like Tate's. And for the record, Tate's message isn't really even that radical. It's just that we've so radicalized the normal position that something close to the middle looks insane.